most important part.
Yeah.
You guys got to go down, just scroll down and hit like and subscribe to this channel. These guys are grinding. They're doing incredible work. Listen, it is hard to make good content. These guys are making it look easy. You gotta hit the like and subscribe because that is the key. That is key. We need to support Canucks content creators.
Welcome to the Canucks Uncensored podcast. We are here in a beautiful day in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Saturday afternoon at Tap and Barrel Bridges, one of my favorite spots here in Vancouver. And we have a very special guest with us today.
When?
Say me. Special guest is you.
Absolutely. The one, the only, the legend, the OG of the Canucks YouTube community.
Yes.
Rev Trev from Kempner Canucks.
Right.
All the way from Nanaimo, making the trip for the Canucks game today.
Yes.
Rev, thanks so much for joining us.
No problem,
guys. Pleasure to have you here, and we were just glad that we were able to arrange with you and meet up with you and just hang out.
Yes.
Just had a beautiful brunch here.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Rev, we can't thank you enough for the time and for the support that you've shown our show.
No problem.
And you know what? This is what the Canucks YouTube community should be all about, right?
Totally. Yeah, no, it's great to be a part of a community that cares, faithful.
Yeah.
I mean, the team's struggling right now and people are still diving into content. Can't say enough about the community, right? And you guys who are grinding out the content, so.
Well, we're trying.
Yeah.
I think everyone in the community is doing their best.
Yes.
And, and there's always new guys popping up every day, isn't there?
Totally.
Right?
Yes.
And I think we can just do what we can to make the community as cool and fun as possible.
Totally.
Even when we're watching meaningless hockey.
Yeah. Well, we need therapy sessions.
Yes.
That's the only reason I do my content.
Definitely. I think everyone appreciates the therapy that we need, and you know what? Everyone's got a different voice, right? And if it's whether you like us, whether you like Kemner, whether you like Clay, or nothing is perfect, there's always someone for everything.
Right? Great people out there.
Absolutely. Well, Retro, what made you decide to come out today to watch the Canucks tonight?
Yeah, so we're going to the game. A couple of my friends and I jumped on the ferry. So we're hitting the 1 o'clock Anaheim game, pumped about it.
Nice.
This year is my 4th game coming over on the ferry to do that. So I've seen Michkov this year, Celebrini, Bedard, and now I'm getting to watch Leo Carlson. So I'm very excited about the young guns I'd see. And then, of course, watching our beloved Canucks. And I can't wait to watch. I always just like watching Quinn Hughes live. I want to see Sherwood knock someone into next week. I don't even know who's starting in goal tonight, but I'm pumped.
Well, I mean, is it... We don't have an idea. It hasn't been announced who's starting.
I'm sure it has been. We've been
Maybe it's Demko.
It's well, who would you want it to start tonight?
I want Demko.
Me too.
You want Demko.
But I'm happy either way. Well, they're gonna start Lankinen today, and they're gonna play Demko tomorrow against Vegas. That's what they're gonna do, in my opinion. But if I'm wrong on that, it's cool too.
But you're here to see Demko today.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I would be only disappointed if it was Shelovs today.
That would be a disappointment.
Man, Archer, he's just somehow just dropped off the face of the earth this year somehow.
Well, what would you say? Like 4 or 5 goals a game he was averaging?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, that's just unacceptable. And not that at the time in the beginning of the season we didn't have good enough defense either, right?
Yeah.
So now apparently we have an improved D-core, which we just got scored 4,000 goals by Columbus. I mean, last game wasn't good either against Seattle, but it was an empty netter too. So I don't know. I think I'm looking forward to seeing the young guns. But Mancini plays tonight. I want DP to play. I want to see Luckermacki. I want to see the future.
Well, I mean, I think the way the season has unfolded, this is what we're relegated to. Looking at the kids.
Yes.
Right? I didn't think we would be here this season. I didn't think we'd be saying, let's go and watch the kids tonight this year.
At this time?
No, right?
No.
Absolutely not. In the beginning of April, we thought we would be in the thick of a playoff race.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, we're Canucks fans. We're not going to get nice things all the time.
No. I miss JT Miller a lot.
We certainly do. We certainly do. I was just waiting for him to drop that. Okay.
It's depressing,
5 minutes
okay?
in.
I'm having a hard time.
Hey, Rev, you can say whatever you want here in Canucks Uncensored. That's what we pride ourselves on. We're just allowing everyone to say whatever they want, okay? And apparently that's something that's sorely missed, apparently.
Totally.
There's a lot of Miller time that could have happened, and we don't have him.
So that's a good point, right? That he's clutch, he's aggressive, he does playoff style hockey, right?
Yeah.
And we're missing him. We are. Everyone's saying this is what we need. Well, that's what we had. So you all go to a game. I'm telling you, the amount of Miller jerseys that are going to be there tonight is unbelievable.
Probably, yeah.
Right? So just is what it is.
And
we love him.
you should start JT Miller chants tonight. Please do it. Please do it. Start the JT Miller chant.
Yeah.
I think it's called peaceful protest.
Dude,
What if I started one? Trade PD.
Oh,
Trade EP40.
Oh.
Trade EP40.
trade EP40. Oh my God.
That's got a good ring to it, actually.
It does actually, and you know what? If they do start chanting that, we'll know exactly where it started from.
Hey, it's not like they were chanting EP40 at Survivor Series. It was JT Miller.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on.
Doesn't that say something?
That should say
If
something.
we start the JT Miller chant, it'll be like the CM Punk chants when he was away, right?
Yeah.
Everyone, he's not even in the WWE anymore, and chanting his name.
Yeah, the people
Dude,
never
can you
forget.
Imagine how the management will feel if the JT Miller chant starts going on.
Oh, I would. I'll be in it.
Yeah.
I'd be in it.
Would they try to silence us?
Yeah, probably. But Canadians can't be silenced.
No. No.
No, it's great to be a Canucks fan, even though we're losing the passion, the desire to see the team win. We want to have a winner.
We do.
I just got a new shirt and says "Just once in my lifetime." It's this hoodie I got. I'm still there, but I don't want just to win one cup. I want to win multiple. And so I know that's huge, especially for a franchise that's never ever won. But why are we settling just like we just want to have a team that eventually wins one? We should be building a team that wins multiple, that is a contender, that's elite. That's the goal, I think, and I think that's what they want to do. So I don't know. Are you guys upset if we won multiple?
I love your optimism. Okay, I love your optimism. I would be okay to die. I would be okay to die if they won just once. If they won one cup, I'm like, I can now go. I'm good. That's all I want.
But isn't my idea way better?
Of course it is.
It's way better to win more.
I want JT Miller to be here still.
Yeah, I know. I think I cry myself to sleep every night. But
Yes.
No, but it is what it is. So
It is what it is.
It's exciting because, but it's such a weird off season coming up for us too, right? It's like there's so many holes to fill. There's only so much money. And I have this feeling that the management's going to make a trade that's going to be significant, that's going to clear up some cap space or add some pieces that are going to be impressive. Because I don't know, if we don't bring Brock back, I think it's Ehlers that we're going to be looking for. Ehlers?
Yes.
Ehlers?
Yeah.
Not Ehlers.
Okay.
Ehlers.
Yeah.
I think that's the guy they're going to be targeting.
Ehlers is a lot older though, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's 29.
Okay, so he's not ancient, but he's got some years on Brock.
But that's why Winnipeg doesn't want him, right?
Yeah.
So it's that whole thing. So,
Yeah.
not that they don't want him, they don't want to pay the money. So,
Yes.
Like Winnipeg's
There's risk.
stacked. They have this core that's been together for forever. Finally coming together, they look like one of the favorites to win the cup, right?
How long has that core been together now?
Oh, I would say
a long time.
5 or 6.
5. So it's comparable to our core,
Yeah,
right?
except for they're progressing up.
Yes.
Going
Yes,
backwards,
we are.
But like, okay, what do you guys think about like fans who want this to rebuild?
Well, you can tackle that first, but I have my thoughts on that.
You utter the word rebuild, Quinn Hughes is 100% gone.
Yeah.
Is that the
That's the
reality that you want to live in? Are you in that reality that you want him gone? That's the question. And if you want him gone, what are you really going to trade and what are you going to get back? And are those pieces going to be enough? Because when you trade away a superstar, you're never going to get the true value back. You'll get multiple pieces back, but not one of them is like a superstar.
Yeah.
And think about that. They don't grow on trees.
Unless you get draft picks, but then it takes 2 to 3 years to see that guy even play in
Exactly.
the NHL. That's the problem.
And is Quinn patient enough to wait for that?
No.
He's got 2 of his brothers waiting somewhere.
I'm telling you right now,
Yeah.
Quinn Hughes is going to re-sign in Vancouver. I am not worried. 1 second. If you offer him $14 million, 8 years, you're not going to take that? He's going to stay in Vancouver.
So
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here
you're
first,
saying
guys.
that they won't rebuild, right?
I don't think they're rebuilding.
Okay, so so if they're not rebuilding, you're pretty sure he'll stay.
Yeah.
The one thing that has to happen to avoid a rebuild, Elias Pettersson needs to start being Elias Pettersson again. But you think they should trade him?
Yes, because I don't think he's going to become what they think he's going to become. But I hope I'm wrong. I want him to be the best Canuck of all time. But he's not even the best Canuck.
I have
on
to
the
zoom
team.
into that death stare you just gave me.
I'm looking at you like he's setting me up right now. Listen, I want him to be a 100-point guy. He's just not.
We all do, okay?
So he's at 1 year. Well, I mean, last year at 89. This year he's atrocious.
He's not even a 50-point guy.
And apparently a full offseason is not long enough for him to get ready. Right?
Yeah, so what's the excuse is going to be next year?
Yeah, exactly. What's the next excuse going to be?
Everyone thinks he's going to turn around. I hope he does.
Well, what is his version of turning around? Like a 100-point guy or even just
back
80?
to what we saw in the rookie the first few years. That's what we're paying him for. Okay, so if they were to trade Pettersson, who would be a trade partner? Who would want to take him on?
Carolina. Carolina. Okay. That's my call. I'm predicting he's going to get traded to Carolina.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know about the Kotkaniemi thing that we were talking about before. I know they want to move that. That doesn't help us.
No.
But I just think the Canes are very interested in Pettersson. In my opinion, they've already tried twice to get him. I know for once they did previously. I know that's a rumor. The second one. They also were looking at Besser, too, at the end of the deadline, trade deadline. So I was sitting there. I think that's who's going to get him. And then what did we get in return there, right? So
just the thought about trading him. I'm still on the side that I still have belief in him for some reason.
Yeah,
for some reason,
everyone has delusional thinking.
Oh man,
this is actually in my job description, and I have to help people with delusional thinking.
Right, and guide them to.
That's crazy.
You're right. That is the plan. That is the goal.
It has to be.
That's why they gave him that much money, right? They believe that that's what he's going to do.
As much as this management regime shit the bed this year, as much as they did, I still gotta believe they know a little bit. They gotta know what they're doing to a certain extent.
But okay, so I agree with you guys.
Yeah.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
So now you've had Rutherford go out publicly and say things against the team, and then Alvin has publicly already said how disappointed he is in Pettersson, that he hasn't been able to handle the pressure. It's like, why would you do that publicly? Right?
Because
are you trying to light a fire under his butt? Are you actually believing, like, are you trying to say, hey, he's open for business, you can trade for him?
I think it's a combination of everything. I think it's to me, when they do that, when they throw them under the bus, it's telling the fans. And you know what? This could be my optimism, and this is what I hope is happening. I hope they're doing it because they're showing us, hey, we're not just going to bullshit you. We're not going to feed you the lies. When we see something that's happening that's not working out, we'll call it out, right? And I hope that's the reason they do it. But they have made a choice and they've made a decision on the player that they want to believe in. They have to stick by it.
I mean, their jobs are on the line.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Their jobs are on the line.
Jobs are on the line. And
well, that's the problem about like where Canucks are now.
Yeah.
Is everyone wants to burn it to the ground and rebuild and do all this stuff.
Is that the sentiment a lot right now?
No, but think about it. Okay, everyone wants the owner fired. Now people are starting to talk about management's not doing a good enough job. They need fired. We don't want Rick Tocchet back. It's like let's trade all these guys. Let's get rid. It's like whoa. Let's relax. These guys are professionals. I'm still happy to keep Tocchet. I think this management group. What I like about them is they make moves. They try to fix their mistakes.
They admit their mistakes.
Yeah.
They move
Yes,
fast.
exactly.
They move fast. I like that about them.
Yeah.
So and like be careful. It's recency bias, right? So yeah, are we disappointed to see her suck? Yeah. So are the whole management. The players are mad. The coaches are mad. Everyone's mad, and that's okay. It's okay to have an off year. The problem is we can have off years. If that is, then let's fire people, right? But it's like, okay.
The whole talk about Tocchet being not re-signing here is okay. Maybe he won't resign, but is management going to make a concerted effort to make sure he stays?
Yeah, they've already offered him a contract.
Yeah, but you said no, right?
Yeah, but still, they tried.
They're trying.
Well, I think they were going to use they're going to enforce this option year. So he's going to stay one way or another. Yep.
Well,
Just for this year.
I just can't believe that there is Rick Tocchet talks already. The guy won the Jack Adams last year.
Yeah.
I think he deserves at least another shot. And this year he was given a pretty shitty hand deck of cards this year.
They waited way too long, and I also think they made the wrong move. They fixed their D too late, and they made the wrong move by trading Miller kind of to get that piece on D. So they got the defenseman. I don't actually think that's a defenseman that we needed. Or I think if you're going to trade,
Pettersson?
I still think he's good. He's a Tanev, but he's not. First round defenseman usually drives play. It doesn't drive play. It doesn't carry his own pairing.
Yeah. Well, we already have that in Hronik and Hughes, right?
But I think both your pairs should be able to move the puck out easily and drive their pair.
Yeah.
Not complement, right? So, but you traded Miller and you haven't been able to replace his production, and that's what's hurting really badly right now, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it works, right? But you might be dead right on. Like, I don't know.
Well, Rev, you have a big following, and you have a lot of people who you hear a lot of the voices. You hear a lot more of the voices than us. A lot of people are saying, blow it up right now.
Yeah, but I just think they're the loud voices.
Totally.
I think the fans really understand that it's a process. Yeah. And nobody wants to get rid of Hughes. So let's just if you don't want to get rid of Hughes, then it's like we're retooling. And that's okay. I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too.
Well, and all the guys who say fire everybody, blow it all up, that's really easy to say, isn't it? It's the easiest thing to say.
It's 6 to 12 years of rebuild.
Yes.
So I don't think that's what I want to be a part of.
No. This ownership group wouldn't allow it anyway.
No.
No, they want to be in it. It's about profit. It's about entertainment. It's about fans enjoying themselves.
Yep.
It's all about that. About people buying jerseys and enjoying being a Canucks fan. So and winning a cup or multiple cups. That's the point. I know I'm optimistic.
Well, I think you're an optimist, but at least you're still realistic.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
that'd be a good motto. Passionate, realistic, honest. That's good. I should put that in my channel.
I think that resonates with people, especially today's climate, right?
Yes,
absolutely.
100%.
Well, Rev, so what are you expecting from the game tonight? From the game this afternoon against the Ducks?
Well, I'm expecting a win.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we're going to come out way better than we did with Seattle. They don't want to. They got a lot of pride.
I mean, that's not saying much. The bar is low.
Yeah, I
Seattle.
feel like it's going to be home crowd. They're disappointed. I'll say 5-2 Canucks.
5-2 Canucks.
5-2 Canucks.
All right, how about you, Whit?
4-3
Canucks.
Yeah.
All right, I think they're gonna somehow scratch and claw their way to a W today. Okay, I'm gonna say. What do you say?
4-3.
4-3. I'm gonna say 3-2.
Good.
Okay.
Those are good guesses.
I'm gonna say 3-2 Canucks.
Yeah.
I want them to win.
I want them to win 10-0. That's what I want.
It would be great to see 10 goals from the Canucks right now.
Wouldn't be late.
So one more question we want to ask you, Trev, okay? Now that JT Miller is gone, okay, who is your favorite Canuck right now?
Quinn Hughes.
Quinn Hughes.
Hands
Okay,
down.
beside Quinn Hughes.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. If you were to buy another jersey today, whose jersey would
Sherwood.
you buy? Sherwood.
Sherwood. I almost bought one already at Christmas. It was the military one.
Yes.
It was really cool. I was going to put Sherwood on the back.
Nice.
So yeah,
I think the Sherwood with the military thing, that's a good mix.
How's a forward break the hits record? Like that's a defenseman thing, and he smashed it. You know what I mean? Is he going to get to 500 hits? He's at like 436 or something like that. It's insane.
We have to keep in mind that hits wasn't a stat that was kept for. It's only been recent, right? I'm sure there was other guys out there that were throwing their body back in the 80s and 90s, right?
For sure.
But still, not to take anything away from Kiefer Sherwood, but the game today is different. We're not seeing hits, so the fact that the guy is throwing his body like that in today's NHL,
Right.
That's saying something.
Oh, and I guess it isn't. What time is it anyways?
11:17.
Oh, we got lots of time. I thought the game started at 12 for some
Starts
reason.
at 1.
Like, we're
1.
Yeah.
Good.
So I was like,
So you
okay,
guys-
he wants to get to the rink early.
I just realized, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, game starts at 1.
We are good.
Cool.
Okay, so for the next hour, we're going to announce it.
Oh, we would love to spend an hour with you sitting here
JT
talking Canucks.
So what was that last one? Oh, it was my favorite player. Yeah. So when I conclude my video at the end, I've got all my favorite, and it literally says my favorite Canucks player, current Canucks player says JT Miller.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
So I'm like, I need to change that. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to change it. He's still my favorite Canuck this season. But in saying that, I need to get over it. I understand. I've got issues. I probably need to go to therapy. Canucks therapy I try to do every day. But
That's a great. This is an idea. Canucks therapy.
Yeah, no,
I mean, but that's what we kind of do, though, right?
Yeah, we all do that after our post-game shows.
Yeah, exactly.
So I literally say that. I'm like, okay, guys, we lost tonight. It's therapy session. Let's talk. But that's the thing is, that's the other problem. Other than Quinn Hughes, what jersey would you buy? And we need to have some guys on the roster that people want to even buy their jerseys. Because you think about like this one and this one, these are classics, right?
Classics, yes.
11, 10, everyone knows, Bure, Linden, right?
Yep.
My next jersey I'd love to buy is a Bertuzzi. I'd love to. Actually, I also want a Gino Oja. So
which one? Which Gino?
Oh, white skate
Gino.
White skate
Yeah, the
Gino.
one where like he scored on the penalty shot and.
It doesn't matter. I like it when he took on the whole St. Louis Blues bench.
Oh yeah.
You know, he was trying to fight everybody and like, or it was the whole team. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love Gino. I mean, he's not around anymore, but I miss having a guy like that.
God bless your soul, Gino.
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyways, those are the guys I want. But then, who would you get now?
Right now,
I love Demko. I'd get a Demko, but I don't even know if it's going to be around anymore. So I'm not buying.
I'm not getting a Demko.
Just think about this. Last All-Star game, how many Canucks could you say were there and could have gone? Right? Five, 6?
Yeah.
Now we're down to one guy. Really, that is playing at that type of level.
Yeah.
Right? Hughes, that's it, right?
Totally. So
that's
speaking
insane.
Of which, what happened there with the All-Star game? Because it got canceled because of the Four Nations, but are they still going to do these are the All-Stars for the season?
Apparently not.
No, I think they're alternating like All-Star, Four Nations, and then some other
so for this year, there's no All-Star teams. Yeah.
No. What I'm saying is not a team, but are they still going to say these are the All-Stars that have been selected?
Probably not.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Else today?
No.
We're good, thanks.
Thank you.
Actually, can I get a ginger ale, please?
Come again?
Can I get a ginger ale?
You got it.
Thank you.
How's this are live? Right here. We got a ginger ale. Yeah. Right here.
There we go.
No, I think this is an important piece, and they know it too because they know sales. Now, people are just going to buy Hughes jerseys. I mean, lots of people are still going to buy Pettersson jerseys. I'm not. I had one, I sold it.
Did you actually?
Oh shit.
I also had a Pettersson rookie card. I sold that too. I did not think he was.
How much did you sell the Pettersson jersey for?
One. Well, okay, this was before COVID.
What? Oh, before COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, so you gave up on him a long time ago.
I didn't think he was going to sign back with us.
Oh.
So I'm like, I'm moving this now.
Wow.
Oh, how far have we come from this? From him saying like, oh, we're so scared he's not going to re-sign with us. He wants to play on a winning team. Okay, remember those comments?
Let me ask you this.
Oh my gosh.
For the PD police out there, okay?
There's a few of them.
There's a few that we know of. We're not going to name names, okay? But when did you ever believe in Pettersson?
Oh, of course.
When? Okay, when was the
when he had his first shift?
Yes.
And that shot was unbelievable. I'm like, this kid can be special.
Yes.
His 100-point year.
Yep.
The years before that, I was still nervous. Mm-hmm. I was still nervous.
What were you nervous about? What did you not really buy into?
What I don't like about him at all is I don't think he's a playoff player.
Thank you.
So that is the key. That's the thing.
The bubble doesn't count?
Yes, it does.
It does. Okay.
He was a point per game in the bubble, but
Yeah,
He was pretty good in the bubble.
he was.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe I'm wrong about that. I think that he doesn't have the pedigree to be dynamic in the playoffs. I hope I'm wrong again, but I don't see that. When you watch him play, you're like, that guy's going to... Now, a power play in the playoffs, that's where he has to produce, right? Mm-hmm. That's
what I will agree with you, I don't think he has the it factor. I don't think he has the drive and the killer instinct.
I don't think so.
I think that's what's missing.
But maybe we could be wrong.
We could be completely wrong, and that's why
right?
I'm hoping I'm wrong. That's why I still somewhat believe in him. I'm not ready to give him away yet or trade him away yet. I could, but if he's still slumping next season by Christmas, then maybe my tune will change.
But then it's pennies on the dollar.
Exactly.
And so we want our JT Miller situation again, where you're just trading away and you're getting like injured players, and like I just think like right now his value's gone back up. So let's Pettersson.
Oh, Pettersson.
Pettersson's has gone up because he had a few games, he got hurt, and it's like, I think people are giving him a pass. So that's fine. If people are going to be raging right now. Like
that's fine.
I'm sorry. There are going to be people coming in your comments now. They're going to be angry. Japan 4 will not be angry. I'll tell you right now.
Of course
when he watches this, he's going to
love it.
He's going to be like, you guys should have been way more harsh. Right? Because he's bold. Actually, I like that about him.
Oh, for sure.
But I don't know. I just look at Pettersson and I'm like, I just don't see the it factor.
Yeah, that's what I'm really starting to not see. Right.
But they believe in each other. Like Hughes seems to believe that Pettersson's good.
Yes.
So and Hughes is way smarter than me, right?
Or it could be just a sad case of nepotism.
Friends just hanging out.
Yeah, it could be. But I don't. I think Quinn Hughes is more competitive than that. I would hope.
Well, you can definitely say Quinn Hughes has the it factor, right? Like 100%. But the fact that we have to doubt if Pettersson has it or not, I think that is pretty big.
It speaks volumes.
$11.6 million, right, per year, and we're doubting if he has the it factor or not.
16.8 million actually.
Yeah.
Okay. I really like that video. 16.8. Wow.
16.8.
I'm so glad. I mean, okay, here's the thing. We can say we're not paying it, right? But we are. I'm going to the game. I'm buying the merch.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff.
I'm investing my money and time into this team.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it wasn't for us, like people like us, they would not get paid.
You would not have a job if it wasn't for suckers like us.
The only thing is we can't be like those people. I don't know if you guys have seen this online, but someone gets pulled over by the police and they say, I know the law better than you, and then they say, I'm paying your salary. Well, that's rude, okay? In my opinion, it's like, okay, you're in the wrong, that's why you got pulled over, he's detaining you for whatever reason, that kind of stuff. So I don't want, but at the end of the day, I am buying the seat. I am going to the games. I love buying Canucks hats and jerseys, and we're using our time to talk about this, and they said, well, you're benefiting from it. I mean, okay.
Are we?
Like, my channel's monetized, okay? And that's not bragging. But if you think about how much time I put in, how much money I make, we're talking like literally cents.
Pennies.
Well, pennies are worthless. So let's do dimes.
Nickels.
Dimes or nickels, okay?
So
there's a passion that we have, right? That you guys have. And
that we somehow care for what is being displayed in front of us. Okay?
Yeah.
And I think the teams, the organizations, they take us for granted.
They say they don't.
They say they don't.
Well, yeah.
They take us for
but
granted.
they want to win like we want them to win too. Like I have to remind myself that all the time. Like nobody's sitting there, I want to tank this team. I want us to be.
The Aquilinis always just want 2 playoff games every year.
I think they want more. Don't you think?
I think they just want to make some money in playoffs because they break even during the regular season, right?
Right.
So that's why they want more.
I think, yeah, we might get canceled for this, but I think, well, I've been saying this for years, I think ownership needs to change.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me just run with you guys on
Sure,
that.
yeah.
Do you believe that?
I mean,
I wholeheartedly believe that.
I don't think ownership should be stopping your own president from making all the choices they want to make. Because team decisions are team decisions, right?
Jim Benning was absolutely an Aquilini puppet his whole time here.
That's why his
There
8
is.
years he lasted, because he was a yes person.
He was
Linden
a
fought
yes
for
man.
him, and then he went against Linden.
Wow.
I think Trevor was
right
ran
there.
out of this team because he was saying what needed the team to do. Rebuild at the time.
And Benning
And-
told Aquilini, nope, I think we can do it without a rebuild. And guess who?
And guess who
goes?
got listened to?
And he had to have signed off on the OEL trade.
Who, Linden?
No.
Oh.
Lady.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, he did. He did.
At the end of the day, Aquilini is making the final decision.
Well, because if Benning sells to him, oh, I got a top 4 defenseman here, and we got Garland top 6 forward. We're more competitive now.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing.
Sure.
So if you were the owner of the Canucks,
Yep. Which would be my dream job, by the way.
yeah, I would prefer to be general manager. So just hire me if you're the owner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
And I can do it. We can do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not selling the team for nothing if I'm Aquilini,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm not selling it if, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna, this is my community, this is my home. I wanna do that. So I understand why he's passionate. He wants to win. It's his money that he's putting in. Do you think that he's like, oh, I'm gonna wreck this team. I want to wreck this team. That's not what he's trying to do. It's not like Jerry Jones. Everyone says that about the Cowboys, right? He needs to sell this team. He's never gonna sell it. He's gonna die as a Cowboys owner, right?
Yeah.
So Aquilini, I think that he's here to stay. Can we win a cup with Aquilini? I say yes. I believe that we can, because he's hiring people, good people around him to do that.
More recently, I've feeling that way because of the hirings that he's done. Hiring Rutherford and Alvin at the time, I was like, okay, you guys are serious now. You guys are you guys are bringing in the right guys, the right people now. But I would say like a handful of years ago, 5 years ago, I would have said we need new ownership right away because they don't give a rat's ass about winning. I mean, no. I'll backtrack. They want to win, but the dollar is more important for them. That's what it seemed like before.
Well, okay, but in your profession, do you want to just break even, or do you want to make a profit?
So that's the difference, right? Of course, no. Absolutely, I understand that. But I think at the time they were taking profits over winning and what the fans want. Maybe not so much anymore. More recently, but when it was the Benning era, that's definitely what I was feeling.
It felt like that.
It felt like that, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just have a hard time believing that that's what his goal was. There's no way. Like, okay, I do not know business, the business side of sports like you. Like, everyone is obsessed with salary cap now, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
We as a fan, we're more educated, but I'm just sitting there going, I don't understand all the logistics of everything that needs to happen with this team. I don't get all the promo and the PR and how much money they make on this and this and this. So they have to make up. He can't be saying, I wanted to have the Canucks to have a losing season every season, and it's going to be bad for business. He's giving tickets away. You know what I mean? I just think he's got to be like, I want this team not only to make profit, but if we win cups and dynasties, then everyone around the world's wearing Canucks jerseys, not just in Sweden.
Yeah. I would say that would be.
You didn't catch that, the Sweden part. That was a dig, not just in Sweden. So it's Vancouver and Sweden.
Yes, apparently
buy
we're the
Canucks
same,
jerseys,
right? Yes.
Well, there's got to be tons of Canucks fans in Sweden.
I would think so. I would think so.
Yes, the heritage.
How did you feel, Trevor, when you heard that Elias Pettersson does not have a relationship with the Swedes?
That concerns me.
Doesn't it?
I mean, if you can't get along with Swedes, who can get along?
Exactly. That is.
So why don't they have a relationship?
Why?
Is it because they've given him advice and he doesn't want to hear the advice?
That's the scuttlebutt.
That concerns me.
It does. It's truly a red flag.
Maybe we should trade him.
Yeah, I'm on the trade him front because you're stuck with that contract. When July 1st hits, whether he plays well or not, you're stuck on that contract.
Yeah, having the cap relief alone would be worth it, but it depends on what you return. I don't want to trade him just because it depends on what we get out.
Of course. We're not just going to throw him for a bag of pucks.
No.
Anyways, on more positive topics, okay,
I feel like we could talk about this all day.
We can definitely sit here and riff back and forth. Where were you when Alex Burrows slayed the dragon?
I was running around my house like a lunatic. I couldn't believe it.
So you were watching at home?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what do you remember most about that?
Just relief, just so excited. I'm excited for Burrows. And how the heck did Alex Burrows score that? It was kind of a knuckler, the way he hit it. And
it was on edge.
It was awesome.
Yes.
Just because it's a huge goal. It's a huge goal.
Would you say that's the biggest goal in Canucks history?
Probably.
Yeah?
But
there's not many that top it.
The one I like better is the Bure one, Game 7 against the Calgary Flames. That's my favorite goal of all time.
Okay.
But in significance, see, at that time, that Calgary goal was the biggest one because they were the guys that we couldn't beat.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then
we were the underdog.
We slayed the dragon of the Flames, right?
Yeah.
So, but then for us, now, it's tough because the exit goal against San Jose was nobody knew he even scored except for him.
Yeah.
That was pretty big, but it wasn't as. I don't know.
I would say, okay. I hold 2011 in really high regard. Obviously, like everyone does. It's the greatest team the Canucks have ever had. Okay. I would still say the '94 run was more magical. Right?
Because '94 you went in as underdogs.
We were underdogs.
2011 we were expecting to go far.
Yes.
The Chicago Blackhawks gave us a good scare when we had the 3-0 lead and they came back, but
I'm still surprised we lost to Boston, but the injuries killed us. But we should have beat them.
And
we should have.
We should have beat them.
The refing apparently wasn't on
This has turned into a therapy session.
See, totally.
Yeah,
absolutely.
we're still reliving that.
What's your favorite Canucks goal of all time?
Oh, the Bure goal.
No, I've asked you.
It has to slay the dragon. Slay the dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, it has
Slay
to.
the dragon.
Has to be, man. Hands down.
I think
that's
for me as well.
Because the way that they celebrated, they celebrated like they won the cup or something, right? Like at that, when they won, that's how happy they were, right? But to slay the dragon, it's to literally stop Chicago because at the time, like they were a dynasty, right? Like they're playing so well. And you finally showed them that you can get them, right? Because we can never get past Chicago, right? In the playoffs, we'd always win our first round and get destroyed by them, and then we happy to play them in the first round.
So and they could be considered a dynasty. That team with Taves and Kane and everyone and all the big boys, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
Here's another one I like to ask all Canucks fans. Trev, what is oh shit? I can't remember what it was. Oh, where were you when the riots happened?
I was at home.
At home, okay, good.
Yeah, my brother was at the game.
Oh yeah.
And he actually was just outside, and he heard people saying, "Win or lose, we're going to riot." So he left early. I had good friends that were there during that time. Got separated, husband, wife, and children got separated during that. It was a very scary time for them. So it's a black stain on us for sure, and it's the second time.
Yeah.
So that's the thing I am concerned about is if we win. I hope we've learned from our mistakes.
Please, Vancouver, we are better than this. Okay.
Think more classy.
Okay.
Stay classy.
Yes.
So Will Ferrell taught us that.
And last year's playoffs when they were having the viewing parties, and I was like, how are they going to handle this? How are they going to handle it? And good thing they didn't make it that.
No.
Say no to drugs. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Wait, do you have anything that you want to bring up?
Specific topics?
Yeah.
Specific things?
We have a couple. A little bit more time, right?
I wanted to pick your brain a little bit more about free agency, what we would do, because I know that I heard reports that Ehlers and Marner might not want to sign here. They don't see it as realistic. So if that's the case, what is our off-season moves?
Yeah, I don't think Marner's coming to Vancouver.
Yeah. And Tavares probably not, right?
Yeah, that one, actually, I really like the Tavares.
I've always
idea.
been a Tavares fan.
I want him to, too.
I like it because he's consistent, he's solid, and he's got 36 goals or something like that this year. It's like insane. He's having a bad year.
Yeah.
I like that. I like Bennett a lot. I want Sam Bennett because he's got the toughness.
Yeah.
He has the stability on the middle. So I'm kind of hoping it's either Bennett or Tavares that come there.
Yeah.
I don't think
Tavares is getting long in the tooth.
Yeah,
He's 34, right?
Yeah. Yeah. How many years can you get?
Yeah.
What's he going to get in Toronto?
How many
if he
years
stays
can you
there?
get productive to Tavares?
Yeah, obviously Tavares is not plan A,
No.
right?
Why would he leave Toronto? Did you see that? Yeah. Okay.
But,
Fair.
but in saying that, why would you do it? Well, he doesn't have to. He's already got enough money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got generational wealth.
He went home for a reason, and he's just going to go somewhere else after.
He's staying.
Yeah, exactly. Did you see that video where we was at the Islanders game, and that guy was in the box, the Islanders fans just ripping into him, absolutely just ripping him a new one,
Yeah.
and you can.
Oh, it's just the rivalry.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about signing Brad Marchand? There you go.
Oh, man.
Can we forgive him for all the
No.
things he's done?
No.
No.
No. Okay, I saw there's a photo, okay, of him and Luongo skating on the ice together in Florida.
Yeah,
in
that was
practice.
funny.
That almost made me puke. Okay? I had a little bit of my food come back up when I saw that.
I couldn't
If I
get
ever
it.
see
knew you were going there,
if
too.
I ever see Brad Marchand in a Vancouver Canucks jersey,
Maybe I should buy you a jersey
Oh.
when he comes.
Yeah.
I will only wear it when we do a collab.
A Brad
I
Marchand
can't
jersey.
even believe I just admitted that I would wear a Brad Marchand jersey.
Okay, so Brad Marchand comes to Vancouver. Is it that we hated him because he was on the rival team that
Yes.
beat us? Or is it like now we understand
old.
he's a good hockey player,
No,
he's
he's
quite
not.
hilarious, and you know what I mean? Like, is it like we only hate him because he's been brutal against us?
Yes!
But if he's on our team, like, okay, Matthew Tkachuk, a lot of Canucks fans don't like him.
I take Matthew Tkachuk over Brad Marchand 100 days.
I think Matthew Tkachuk any day of the
Any
week.
day
of the
week.
He's a
Okay.
playoff player. I
There's
want that
a
guy.
lot of those guys
Yeah.
that you hate to play against, but you want them on your
Brad
team.
Marchand came here as a Boston Bruin and did this in front of us. I understand, okay, if I was him, maybe I would do the same, but I don't.
What about Chara to return? I'm just
That's like,
Oh boy.
that's like saying, let's bring back Mark Messier.
No.
no thanks.
No,
No
thank
thanks. What do we do? Brad
you. Amazon Prime has a new series out called Game 7. Oh, watch it.
I have not seen it.
If you want to put yourself through some pain, watch it. It's all through Messie's eyes, but it's interesting. Okay, it's interesting. Yeah, you get to hear Lyndon talk about it.
Okay, yeah.
You get to hear Lyndon talk about Game 7. It's painful, yes, but some things as Canucks fans you need to put yourself through. Okay, just to appreciate. Even though we lost in '94, okay, and we lost in 2011, those are our main biggest memories, I think. Okay.
Yeah, I knew.
Were you born in '82?
I was not around in '82, so yeah.
Neither was I.
But I understand '82. We had no chance against the Islanders. No chance.
We got 4-0, right?
Yeah.
One of
we
the
got
greatest teams of all time.
Yes.
Bossy, Tocchet, Billy Smith.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
That's crazy. man.
And the Canucks in '82 were just a team of plugger third lines who were able to gel as a team, and on the back of tremendous goaltending.
Right.
Yes.
So they already did the Sea of Granlands back then.
Say again.
They already did the Sea of Granlands back there. You just said they're all third liners.
Oh yeah.
right?
Well, no, I couldn't call Thomas Grenade and Stan Smeel third liners. Okay,
No.
they were
Yeah, they're good.
they're legends.
Very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that 82 team was they grinded their way to the finals.
They did well to get there.
They work hard, right?
Their Stanley Cup was being in the Stanley Cup.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah. They made it to the show.
Yeah.
So, there we go.
They made the Flying V's relevant.
Yes.
Yes. I always thought I want to see the Flying V's, but in today's blue and green colors. I would want to see that.
No, he doesn't want to.
I'm not a fan of the Flying V. I apologize to all Canucks fans who are. And if you like it, that's great.
Yeah. That's great. So what would you say, Rev, is your favorite Canucks jersey of all time? This one right here?
All this right here.
All this?
Oh no, but this is the new one.
I like the new one.
This is the new one.
Yeah.
I like it a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
But this is the nostalgic.
Oh,
I have
nostalgic.
my bird jersey at home.
Yeah.
But
skate?
Yes.
yeah, black skate.
Nice,
Black
nice,
skate.
nice.
And I very first Canucks jersey ever had
Yes.
white skate beret.
I have that
White
too.
skate
Got
beret.
stolen.
Oh no.
Oh, shit. Sorry. I gotta extend my parking.
Oh, okay, cool.
Give me a
We
second.
can, what do you think? You want to wrap it up soon?
Sure.
Or, yeah? Wait, why don't we just wrap it up? And
Okay.
then, yeah.
Right.
Anyway, so yes, Brad, any closing thoughts before tonight's
this
game?
is the most important part.
Yeah.
You guys got to go down, just scroll down and hit like and subscribe to this channel. These guys are grinding. They're doing incredible work. Listen, it is hard to make good content. These guys are making it look easy. You got to hit the like and subscribe because that is the key. That is key. We need to support Canucks content creators. So
We do.
that. That is the most important thing about right now.
Yeah.
There's nothing greater for you to do right now than hit like and subscribe, especially subscribe to this channel.
Thank you so much.
Thank
for
you.
that. And also,
We
what
should
the
have said that
next
at the very
thing?
beginning.
We can put it at the beginning.
Happening.
Yeah.
The most important thing today.
Yes.
Well, the next most important thing is for you guys to go to YouTube. Also, go to Rev Trev's channel, Kempner Canucks. Join his channel. Subscribe, like, and follow. And whenever he has a video out, he does lives. At least how many days a week?
Well, I do a live for every single post game.
Yes.
And then I do about 3 or 4 videos a week, and then shorts, graphics, all kinds of stuff all over.
Yes.
So I got Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X.
Yes.
So when we say when we talk about the Mount Rushmore of Canucks content creators on YouTube, this is one of them, guys. Okay, so
that's nice.
take him, subscribe to his channel. Tell what other platforms you on, Rev.
I just told them that.
Oh, all of them?
Yeah.
You say
You
like,
weren't listening to me.
Yeah. It's
Don't worry, I do that to people on my phone.
Sorry.
No, but that it is like all kinds of ways you can connect with us.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. So
Absolutely. Well, Rev, thank you so much again for joining us. We
appreciate
the
you
time.
guys.
We appreciate the time.
Big fans of you guys.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys for joining us for this edition of the Canucks Uncensored podcast, your destination for unfiltered, honest, raw, non-mainstream, and of course, uncensored commentary. What's your Vancouver Canucks? See you guys next time.
Go Canucks, go.
Oh.
What's up, Canuck fan? If you like that uncensored clip and you want to see more, click here. Or if you want to watch the entire Canucks Uncensored podcast, click here. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah!